It's Monday the 15th of July and I am your Elfin Safety Officer reporting live for Justice is Forgotten TV at Stoke Lodge Playing Fields. We're on high alert here because Extinction Rebellion environmental campaigners are invading our city. As you know, I am a highly qualified elf and safety expert. Using my extensive training and knowledge, I have identified that there is a high risk of Extinction Rebellion protesters wild camping at these playing fields. Because of this risk, I have placed an immediate stop order on these 22 acres. I have locked the gates.
I have locked the gates and also ensured the security of our secondary perimeter.
Let me show you on this map why these facilities are in such clear and present danger. So, hundreds of protesters and a pink boat just 4 miles south of here. Naturally, these protesters won't stay with friends, book a hotel or Airbnb, but they will all intend to wild camp. There is no evidence to suggest the rebels would camp in the 110 acres of green open spaces around Easton Montpellier, just as they probably won't camp in the many open green spaces around Redland and Horfield, or in fact near Cottam School's premises itself. As most of the 1,000 acres of open green space found to the immediate south of the city centre is protected by the muddy banks of the Avon, they won't try and camp in spaces like the 850 acres of Ashton Court. It is highly likely, therefore, that Extinction Rebellion will have no choice but to look to the northeast of the city for wild camping. They are likely to have their heads down as they push their pink boat up the steep inclines and they head northeast, so they will miss the 400 acres of the Clifton Downs. So it's highly probable that they're going to head for this facility, the last green space in Stoke Bishop. Yes, there is a high risk that Extinction Rebellion are heading this way and plan to camp at these playing fields. Because of this clear and present danger, the gates are now locked and will remain locked as long as the risk remains. I will, of course, keep you updated as this critical situation unfolds. It's Wednesday, the 17th of July, and I'm back with a live update from the wild camping crisis we're facing here in Stoke Bishop. This fence has been holding off hundreds of Extinction Rebellion protesters for the last 2 days. Whilst it's accepted that the protesters are still some 4 miles away, and they have also formally confirmed that they have no plans to come anywhere near this site, the risk remains high and these gates must remain locked. This is your Elfin Safety Advisor reporting live from Stoke Lodge. It's Friday the 19th of July and I'm pleased to report that due to the meticulously planned security measures we put in place this week, the field has been protected from environmental campaigners. Whilst Extinction Rebellion have now left the city, there is a risk they could return, so I can only reduce the risk rating for wild camping to medium. We need to monitor this risk carefully, and at this time we simply cannot say which gates will or won't be locked. We need to keep them on their toes, so not all gates might be unlocked. Come with me now and have a look around this facility and we can consider the amazing job that this high security fence has done in protecting it. Just think of the damage that environmentalists could have done to this cricket pitch with their tent pegs if it wasn't protected by our high security fence. We are now at the Westdean entrance. As you can see, these high quality facilities have been protected throughout this week as the protesters simply couldn't penetrate our high security defences. So, with the risks of tents and boats now dealt with, you can join me next week on Justice is Forgotten TV for a special report into how to safely dispose of large amounts of asbestos from a derelict building.